Bridgecrane Johnson, and that relates to the very strong feelings that previous testimony from Mr. Lightning centered on the problems that happen across the river. Mr. Hales and his private security team from G4S, if you don't know it, commits war crimes and crimes against humanity against Palestinians in the occupied territories. And they also lock out citizens of Multnomah County from entering the Portland City Hall. You can walk up to the Portland City Hall doors and you can hear click as the mag locks lock the glass doors. Now, of course, that's another act of brilliant public policy. Having mag locks on glass doors is sort of taunting people. Glass doors, while they're in glass walls, while they can keep polite people out, are not really the most secure structures, glass doors. So, I want to thank you all for doing better government than is happening across the river. Hopefully, despite Mr. Cardinelli's concerns, because I was glad that he knew the exact results on the citizen involvement initiative, and I hope that you continue to listen to the voices of dissent and concern so that we can make the Citizen Involvement Committee very citizen-oriented and as hands-off as possible from professional political sorts who may have been aides to governors or whatever stories came around. Obviously the main thing that's on everyone's mind is who won the election, because we have the popular vote in the Electoral College. And we also have an interesting history of this year's election where the people of Oregon said that Bernie Sanders would be a better candidate to defeat Donald Trump. Oh well. So, as we look to move forward, I was almost, one of the most shocking things of this election was Mr. Trump's speech. On the night he took office, he managed to not target, alienate, or set up for violence any minority group. For those of us who are worried that that's not the real president that we've elected, I encourage people to, once again, as yesterday, come back to Pioneer Courthouse Square at 5 p.m., where people who care about people will be trying to make sure that the Trump presidency, if the Electoral College doesn't save us, is as harmless as possible. The rhetoric of the president-elect in the past has led to violence against all kinds of minorities, Muslims, gays, immigrants. So if people want to raise their voice for a safer, inclusive community, the few thousand people who took a stroll down I-5, some of them will be reuniting at Pioneer Square, Courthouse Square this evening. Thank you all.